Right then folks, Greeno here. Where am I today? Well, as you can tell, I am in another hotel room. This time, I'm at the Intercontinental Hotel at the O2 in that there London. Now, why am I here? Well, I was filming up in London and I thought, let's try another one of these 5-star places. Check out the facilities, check out the breakfast, see what it's all about, see if it's value for money. It's a modern hotel, it has all the facilities that an international traveller would need. It's bang smack next to the O2, in fact there's a little walkway that takes you directly into the O2. So a convenient place to stay if you have an event or a concert or something like that at the O2 in the evening. That will probably cost you a bob or two though. I'm here on a night when there's nothing going on, midweek, early spring, and it's cost me £230 a night bed and breakfast, which I suppose isn't too bad for London, is it? But yeah, still smarts a bit. But we're going to go down and check out what the breakfast is all about and see if that part of it is worth it. And I'll give you a little show around the room here. So the room here itself is actually a good size. I was quite fortunate. When I checked in, I was given a complimentary upgrade. So as I always do, I had booked into the very cheapest available room. And the lady on reception actually gave me a deluxe room rather than a classic room. And I think that in part is because I'm a member of the IHG rewards program, which basically is a free thing to sign up for when you book a hotel with this group, which I think includes Holiday Inn and all that kind of crowd. If you can put up with some marketing emails, you do accumulate points, which sometimes will give you an opportunity to get a free upgrade or to use some of those points to pay for your hotel room. So it's always worth doing it if you can put up with the email traffic. It's definitely one of the nicer hotel bathrooms of the places I've stayed in recently. A really good shower there. And around this way, proper bathrobes and an actual bath, which is something you don't tend to see in that many places these days. So I'm really happy with the room. It's very spacious. One of the better hotel rooms I've stayed in just for comfort, you know, so I like that. Oh, and the view out the window is pretty good too. You can see there the proximity to the O2 right next door, and if I whiz you around this way, you can see there we got the River Thames and a view out towards Canary Wharf too. Right then folks, first things first, I've come in, been seated. The restaurant here for breakfast is on the first floor of the hotel. I'm staying on the 13th. And from where I'm sat, there's a really nice view out over all the big sort of business buildings at Canary Wharf. Now, people have been fairly critical of some of the other places that I've stayed that I've had to get coffee out of a machine. Not here. I've been brought a pot of coffee. There's sugar on the table for those who need it. I don't see any milk here, mind, but maybe we'll just have black coffee this morning. There is milk on the other tables, but not on mine. Maybe I'll just go and pinch one then. So here we go. Pour some coffee out. Looks a nice, dark, rich coffee. Breakfast looks like a self-service affair. I've not been given any kind of instruction from any of the staff here as to how it works, so we'll just go and take a little mooch around and see what we find. Okay, so as I suspected, everything here is self-service apart from the coffee. I did manage to pinch a thing of milk off another table because there wasn't one on mine, so let's give that a try. Decent enough, strong hotel coffee though, nothing out of the ordinary. As always, if I can, I've got myself a green beverage. This apparently is kiwi and lime smoothie. Not bad, nice and zingy. And we've gone up for our starter plate, if you like, the Continental selection. They had quite a decent range, all refrigerated, so it's nice and cold inside there. I got some different selection of cold meats here. I've got a bit of ham, bit of turkey, some mortadella, some cheese, interesting little kind of bread thing, a little bit of smoked salmon, and get ready to take a shot, cornichon. Nice and vinegary, we like that. Now, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this little bread thing. It's not something you can really open up and butter. I suppose we just add little bits as we go along, really. So there we are, a little bit of butter on there. Very fresh tasting, nice crunch to the outside of it, you know, like a proper French baguette. So let's try some of these cold meats. We'll start with the ham. Just a fairly regular looking slice of packet ham, I think. Inoffensive enough, but doesn't really taste of a lot. Same goes for this turkey, it's just a processed turkey. Nice enough, but without being interesting in any way. I got some mortadella, which is one of my favourite kind of Italian sausages. That's okay. Got a reasonably good flavour to it. Yeah, not bad. Right, let's get another little bit of butter on some bread here. Just have another little bite. I do like that. They had a really nice selection of cheeses there. Some of which you can cut yourself, some of which are already pre-sliced. Got some brie here. Not bad, very, very mild. Could possibly do with a little bit riper, but again, it's okay. And I got this. You know, I've seen this in packets in Tesco and Asda and whatever. It's like they call it Mexicana, I think. So it's like a cheese with chili in it. The chili element is nice. It does just taste a bit processed, you know. So, yeah. We'll try the salmon. That's the last thing we haven't tried yet. Again, not bad, but it's not the firmest. You know, you want smoked salmon to kind of have that, not dry, but a little bit firmer texture. This is a bit kind of squishy, suggesting it's not the highest quality out there. But overall, it's okay as a start, a little thing goes. There's a little Continental selection. Is it what I'd expect at a 5-star place? I mean, the selection's good, and the quality, maybe not quite so much. Okay, folks, on to my hot selection. So what have we got on here? Gone for a fried egg, a little sausage there, some black pudding, the hash brown, we've got a tomato, streaky bacon and back bacon, and they've got some little roasted new potatoes up there, which is a little bit different, so I thought I'd give that a try too. And of course a little bit of brown sauce on there. So we're going to start with this sausage. They are only little ones. They're kind of chunky, like a normal hotel breakfast sausage would be, but about half the length. Let's have a look inside. So we do have a little bit of herb in there, suggesting it's kind of, I think it's probably more a Lincolnshire than a Cumberland. That's nice enough, it's cooked quite well. The skin has a nice little bit of snap to it. HP sauce here. That's good. Now, onto the fried egg. Now, not sure how well this is going to cut. It's got a little bit of run to it, but most of the yolk is fairly solid. So let's give it a try. This is the problem with hotel breakfast buffets, isn't it? The eggs can sit there for a little while. And if they're under a heat lamp, it just continues to cook that yolk. It's okay, it's not the most flavoursome egg I've ever had. Yeah, a bit meh. Black pudding. Let's give that a try. Nice crumbly texture inside. And a decent flavour, in fairness. We'll move on to the hash brown. A good size to it. Again, it just looks like a frozen deep fried one though. This hash browns go. It's one of the ones I like where you can kind of see there's some texture inside it. It's not just like a smooth paste or anything, but it does feel a bit oily. Not the best. We'll move on to these little new potatoes, which have clearly been roasted in the oven. No, you see, that's much better than the hash brown. Getting the flavour and the texture from the skin on that potato. It's nice and soft inside. That's a lot better. The tomato, not sure this is cooked all the way through. It's not far off, but it's not cooked properly. Just needs another minute or two in the oven, that. Interesting to see you've got two different types of bacon here, though. You've got the back bacon and the streaky bacon. Don't see that many places. It's normally just back bacon available. That has clearly been out for a little while on the side. It's very dry. Not good. Not good. Okay, try the streaky bacon. That's actually better. It is kind of crispy. You got that extra little flavour from the bit of fat that runs through the middle of it. It's definitely the better of the two bacons. Bit of a mixed bag, this hot selection, isn't it? Okay, to finish up, a little bit of dessert. I've gone for some mixed fruit here. We've got some melon and some grapes there, a couple of different types of melon, and two very small little pastries, a pain au raisin and a pain au chocolat. So we'll start with a pain au chocolat, I guess. A nice crisp to the outside of it. Good rich dark chocolate flavour. It'll go nicely with this coffee too. Yeah, that's okay. I'll pull this up a bit closer, you can see the layers within. It's not bad. The pain au raisin, again, looks to have a nice little cook on it. Again, that's pretty good. A nice crisp to the outside. Nice and gooey inside and custardy. Not bad. Let's try this fruit, see how fresh this is. Not bad. It does taste very, very fresh. Yeah, that's okay. But then again, it is only fruit, isn't it? What do I think about this whole experience overall? I've got to say, it doesn't feel 5-star, does it? I think I'll finish this up and we'll sum up in a little bit more detail at the end, but I've got to say, 4-star at best. Okay then folks, back in the room again after the breakfast. Let's sum this up, shall we? I think if we look in terms of the breakfast itself, the room is quite a nice room, good views over the River Thames and Canary Wharf beyond. I quite like the space. Tables a little bit close together, but they've got to try and pack people in, I guess, especially when it's full capacity. It's not today. There's no events on last night at the O2. Tonight, through the weekend, there are. So apparently they're going to be a lot busier. And I imagine, therefore, the rooms will be a lot more expensive. So the breakfast itself. The Continental stuff, I think, had a good selection, although a lot of it didn't feel like premium quality product. It's just packets brought in, particularly like the ham and the turkey. That's exactly the same as you can buy in Tesco. The salmon wasn't the best quality. The cheese, again, could have been better. I'm struggling to think of that as a 5-star kind of Continental breakfast selection. The variety was there, the quality wasn't. Moving on to the hot selection. Again, a reasonable selection of varied products, but the quality, just missing the mark again. I don't think the egg was the best quality. The back bacon was certainly very, very dry. The hash brown was very oily. Yeah, and the tomato, again, not cooked through properly. Not a million miles off, but still kind of like hard and raw in the middle. Yeah, again, just missing the mark in the sort of the important places. Some bits of it were decent. I liked the black pudding, I liked the sausage, and the streaky bacon was good. But you want it all to be good, don't you? If you're in a 5-star place. And it wasn't. Onto dessert. The fruit was nice and fresh, no issues with that at all. And the little pastries were pretty good. Again, I just think they're brought in frozen and heated up in the kitchen there. But they were nice enough. The one little touch that is different to the other 5-star places I've stayed in recently is that tea and coffee was brought to the table. Unfortunately, my table didn't have any milk on it. I had to pinch some from another table. So that's a little thing that was missing. Now, in terms of the staff, they were buzzing around in the restaurant there, but not really interacting at all with the customers. Basically, once I was sat down and I'd been given the coffee, I was entirely left to my own devices. I wasn't told that it was all self-service. I don't know if there were any options where you could have got different eggs cooked or anything like that, because nothing was explained to me at all. After I'd finished the Continental selection, I put the plate on the other end of the table, assuming it would be picked up. Went and got my hot selection, came back, it was still there. Ate my hot selection, it was still there. When I finished, put the 2 plates together, someone did come and pick them up from the table. But I reckon about 5 or 6 different members of staff had walked past without picking that plate up while they were clearing tables. So again, little things that are missing that you expect if you're staying in a 5-star place. In fairness, when I was leaving the restaurant, one of the greeters at the door stopped me and we had a little chat, and he was explaining a little bit more about how they've been doing, how busy they've been and that sort of thing, and he was a really nice guy. He needs to explain that to some of the team inside. Interact with the guests. Check they're okay. Ask if there's anything else they want. Do they need a top-up of their coffee or tea? Little things that are actually going to elevate the experience. So, overall, the Intercontinental here at the O2. Is it worth its 5-star rating, and is it worth what I've paid to stay here? I don't think it's worth a 5-star rating. It's a functional business hotel that's elevated above your average 3-star, maybe even some of your 4-star places. But I would say it feels 4-star to me. The room itself I've got here is nice, and I was fortunate enough to get a free upgrade, so I can't comment on what the room I actually booked would have been like. Probably just a bit smaller than this, I guess. But again, everything's functional. Nice comfy bed, good desk area, great bathroom. Perfect if you're staying for a night or two here. No issue with that at all. But it's the staffing bit. There's no kind of personal touch to anything, as far as I can work out. It wasn't at the check-in particularly. You know, even though I got the upgrade, which was great, it all kind of felt robotic. It was just all scripted. No real interaction with me. And in every other case that I've come across a member of staff, they've either just kind of walked past without saying hello, or it's just been a very, very kind of stilted kind of experience. £230 I paid for the night here. I don't think that's unreasonable for London. Bed and breakfast, given the venue I'm at. I mean, it's not central London, but within 20 minutes, 25 minutes maybe, you can be in central London on the metro, on the underground. What am I going to score it? I think overall, the hotel probably a 4 out of 5, maybe 3.8 out of 5. Something along those lines. The breakfast, yeah, is about, I'd say a 3 out of 5, 3.5 maximum. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below whether you think this is good value for money and whether you'd have been happy with that breakfast. Okay then guys, if you've enjoyed this video of me staying here and eating breakfast at the Intercontinental Hotel at the O2 in London, don't forget, click a thumbs up on there for me. It does help the channel. And if you're new around here and you've enjoyed this video, why not take a look at my videos of the Grand Hotel in Brighton and the Celtic Manor Hotel in South Wales, where I've done a similar kind of video reviewing the hotel, reviewing the breakfast, and see what you think of those. If you enjoy them, click that subscribe button, ding your bell for notifications, all that good stuff that us YouTubers love. Okay, where to next? Well, I can see a lot of London out of my window. So let's go see what else we can find, shall we? I'll see you next time.